Hi guys, I'm Paul Potratz and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. This week we're talking about social media, but it's not the type of topic that you've heard about social media before. So let's get started. All right, guys, it's a brand new week, a brand new Think Tank Tuesday, and I told you I was going to talk about social media, but for you gadget freaks out there, you know, the guys like and gals like me. A brand new lens on a camera we used last week, so I'd love to hear your comments. What do you think about the color and just the look, the feel, and the bokeh? So social media and why I'm talking about something completely different, and bear with me. I know I'm going to get into this and you're going to go, duh. This video can still be a help to you even though you know what I'm talking about. And what I mean is if you're one of those individuals that send me a message or come to the conference or have this frustration, and the frustration being that you have a business owner or a manager or someone in your organization that does not understand the power of social media, forward this video to them, because I'm getting ready to explain something that's been a complete disconnect. So last week I was out of town, out of the country, and I was speaking at a conference. And I had a number of individuals come up to me and start talking about, advertising, marketing, landing pages, the list goes on. And one of the questions I asked them was like, so what are you doing on Facebook? More times than not, the person said, I'm really not doing much on Facebook. I go on there and see what my friends are doing, but I don't really post much. And I said, no, I'm not talking about what are you doing on your personal profile. What are you doing as your paid advertising strategy, paid social media? And they said, no, I'm not really doing much because I have a business page, but I don't have many followers on my business page. And I was like, that doesn't matter. So my point is, where you have that manager, you have that business owner that's not understanding the power of social media, it's because there's this major disconnect that we have associated Facebook with our posting and watching cat videos, and the Facebook that is paid Facebook, where you can target individuals based on their interests, their hobbies, the different keywords that they've typed in on their timeline, different pages they've looked at, the retargeting. And even with the change, and I'm sure you've all heard about the third-party data change, even with that change, Facebook advertising is, it's just amazing how powerful it is. And it has nothing, absolute nothing to do with your general posting of cat videos, dogs, or what you're getting ready to eat tonight. Nothing to do with that. I really believe that's the disconnect and why more individuals are not using Facebook. And it's because of that. And I can even talk about Instagram, that why more individuals are not using Instagram. And I don't mean as a social media tool to post and share, I mean as an advertising tool. So as you forwarded this video to that boss or that manager, I want you to understand, boss or manager that's not using Facebook, that there's a whole world of Facebook advertising where you can go into the back end and you can build a campaign and you can serve your ads to specific individuals. We also have what's called a custom audience. So you can take your email database, stick with me on this, just hold on. But you can take your email database of individuals that's done business with you or individuals that shopped you and didn't do business with you, and you can upload that database into the back end of Facebook, and you can serve ads specifically to those individuals. And yes, it's compliant. If you're CASEL compliant, which is Canada, or if you're worried about anything with compliance, it's completely fine. You can do this. So you can think about the power of Facebook advertising. Back to that database. So you have that database of individuals that did business with you. What did they buy? Well, take that list, and now what do you want to sell them next? So you can send a specific message to those individuals based on what they purchased, and a specific message. And I know I'm repeating myself here, but I want you to let this sink in, because so many times something we don't understand, we're like, it's worthless, we don't want it. It's not worthless. So Facebook advertising is completely different than posting on Facebook. And you don't have to post on Facebook. You don't have to worry about building your friends. You don't have to worry about building your followers. But if you do that, it's benefit. But with your Facebook advertising, you can put a few dollars behind it and you can expose a completely new audience to your message. So I hope I created some clarity for you to understand 2 different platforms, 2 different uses, and low cost. And I think that's the biggest reason why there's not more competition on Facebook, is because of that disconnect, and the individuals that are controlling the purse strings and advertising have that disconnect. And the ones that understand it, that have been able to connect the dots, and they're leveraging Facebook, and they're like, wow, I'm getting more leads off of Facebook than anything else. I won't even go into all the things like custom audience. Well, you know what? Before we stop this video, I do want to share one more thing with you. And that's where I mentioned the custom audience. When you upload your email database into the back of Facebook, they have another tool. It's called lookalike audience. And the lookalike audience, what it will do is it will look at all those individuals that is in your database. What is their profile? What is their interest? What is their hobbies? What do they do? Their income? Da, da, da. It just goes on. And it says, based on these individuals that's in the database, well, we're going to automatically find other individuals that's a look-alike audience that look like the individuals in your database. So it gives you a prime opportunity to be able to double your reach with individuals that are more likely to purchase. That's this week's tip, and I'll see you next week. And yeah, I'll just see you next week.